I believe.
Yeah, it's just live on top.
Monday Night Mayhem. And we
Ooh.
start off with some mayhem, huh?
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Woo.
The
The
didn't
pucker
want to go
factor.
live there for a second. So yeah.
Little old pucker factor.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Alrighty, fellas. We are happy now. Everything's working good. We had some technical sorry everybody. We had some technical difficulty for some reason. Restream wasn't allowing us to go live. I don't know what happened, but unlike Thursday nights, we don't have Santa Tom here, who was the wizard with the restreams and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, so back out and try again.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's right. We're here now.
Chief, how's your week? How was your weekend? How things going, man?
Man, everything's going pretty good. Kind of hurt my foot yesterday. Dropped a little something kind of heavy on it. My foot's got a pretty nasty bruise on it. I'm walking. I'm talking. I'm walking here. But
that's it. You didn't leave work either, did you? You must. You know why? Because you're Spartan tough, right? That's what we do, right? Malala be Spartan tough. Spartan tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them beads, man.
Hey, just for you guys. Look. Represented.
Oh man. That's awesome, man.
Little
That's
special
awesome.
day today, right?
That's right, man. It's my wife's birthday too.
What?
Really?
Yep. It's my wife's birthday. Yes, sir.
How young is she?
She's 24. Not 20. She's 46.
Good answer.
Nice.
My wife is 39 and holding. She's holding.
That's right. That's right.
So Bishop, how you feel, man? How's your week been? How's your week?
Well, not good. I've been sick for the last since Thursday. I had to go out when it was real bad out to work, and then I knew I was gonna get sick, and I got sick. Like everybody in my house is sick. Right. I was trying to push. I pushed through Saturday, trying to do my show. Thanks to Chris from Elegant Sasquatch, we made it. And I went to work this morning, and I'm here. So feeling better, but still, it sucks, man.
Right.
Well,
yeah,
I'm lucky to be here too. The storm that you had, we had it the other day, and it blew a whole bunch of stuff here in the house, man.
Wow.
I got my Wi-Fi today about 1 o'clock, I think, 11 o'clock, something like that. I got a new Wi-Fi router. The technician came out. There were sparks come out of that router. I've never heard of or seen anything like that.
Wow, bro.
Ride.
We had over here. We had like they said that Oklahoma had like over 100 fires. Wildfires.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So Dino.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I seen you washing balls.
Yeah.
Oh, you caught that. You caught that, huh?
I did see it, and it was quite impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Like the balls.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep, but they start off this way, and then you got to get them clean like that, right?
Ooh,
Got to get the clean ones.
very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
What,
yep.
what product did you use to wash your
Well,
balls?
I use some True North ball wash, and it's got an excellent pH level, and you don't have to worry about them hurting the boys down there. It works
Right.
very, very nice. I had a fun time keeping the little guys clean. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and yeah.
What are you
Hey,
doing to get them so dirty?
When you're tactical Santa and you're doing a dirty job all the time, because I'm not the good Santa. I'm the bad Santa. So I gotta do a lot of bad things. So sometimes the sack gets dirty, and
Yeah.
there's just nothing you can do about it. So
Yeah.
very important keeping the balls clean. Keeping the little guys clean and fresh. Because you never know when you're gonna have to show them off, right?
right?
Sure. The rails are gone. Yeah.
Santa Tom's not here, right?
Right. We can go off the rails. Oh my goodness.
Right, right. But I'll tell you what. Why don't we look in the room? Let's give some highs. I know. It looks like Sleigh Bell Mowing was in here. I know we had to reset, so there were some before him. But in this chat, we got Sleigh Bells. What's happening, brother? We got Black Manor Grooming. What's going on, Renee?
Hey, hey.
We got Retro Beards. We've got Ray Smokey. We got Joshua Ricks. We got the Elegant Sasquatch Grooming. Come on, Chief. Let's hear it. There we go. Who else? We got 30 Spray J. We got Ronnie from Flaming Beard. I just gotta say something. How awesome was the Trace Amigo show with Ron? I mean, I'm still like, dude, dude, I still laugh when I think about it. She was absolutely awesome on that show.
She
That was
killed.
so
She killed it.
she killed it.
That was a good
She
show.
killed it.
Great show.
Yep, she killed it. We got Wicked Wednesday. What's up, Stacy? I was
Hey.
rocking the panty dropper today, and I'm gonna tell you what, it is amazing. Awesome job on that, Stacy. We got True North Beard Company. What's up, Chris?
Hey.
I gotta ask Chris, how is it going? Because you're closer. You're from Boston, I believe. But you're in Maine, partying, going crazy up there, or what's
Oh,
going on? Because I know it's big time on the East Coast. So hopefully you're having an awesome day. I don't know how much you're celebrating, but I know you got Terry and you got Finn, so you guys probably aren't out, partaking in the bars. But I'll bet you it's blowing up on the East Coast today,
everything green beer, green everything.
right?
Yep.
We got Willie Trollinger, Kilt Beard Company. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun Thursday. We
Oh, yeah.
got Jimmy Hall. Who else we got in here? We got Jeff Harmon. True North Tara's in here. What's up, Tara?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I gotta tell you. Remember how I always keep saying True North, please make that LA Kings version of the True North shirt? I had a feeling last night. I just went out and I was looking at clothing, and guess what was on there?
Boom.
And guess what they had in my size?
Medium.
Boom. Come on, man. I wear small. I'm not big like you, Chief, man. I ain't got big arms like you. Come on. I wear small, man. But anyway, they have my size, and I'm like, you know what? Boom. I gotta buy it. So I'm like so happy. I cannot wait to get this shirt in the mail, man. I am excited.
Was it a hoodie or a shirt?
No, just the shirt.
Okay.
It's the shirt. And I was like, man, I saw it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get it. I'm like, boop, like there. I'm like, I'm getting it. Because knowing my luck, if I would have been like, oh, I'll pick it up tomorrow, or probably like the last one of my size. So I'm like, it's in my size. I'm picking that up right now. I had to order it up. Yep. We got Frankie J.
Hey.
And let's see
There
who
you go.
else. And we are all caught up in the room with everybody in here.
So I missed your show, Bishop, where you had Chris from Elegant Sasquatch in there. How did it go? Was it good?
Oh, yeah, man. It went pretty good. So, funny story, man. I was all confused, and I had scheduled two people for the same show, right? And I screwed up. So at the last minute, I contacted both of them and I said, "Hey, man, we could do this or we could do this." And anyways, ended up that the guy have prior commitments for tomorrow for Sunday, and it's more. I mean, not saying my show wasn't important, but his commitment was way more important because he's running for election on his hometown. So I told him, I said, hey man, you get prepared after your election. I could set you up. So I got him set up for the second Saturday after April. So
the owner,
hey,
the owner's
so
a
go ahead. Sorry,
politician.
I think so. It's something new that I just found out. Yeah, so
That's
it
kind
was
of
pretty good.
funny.
I mean,
I live in a small town out here in Ohio, and was telling the wife, she said, "What are you going to do when you retire?" And I said, "Well, I was thinking about running for mayor of our town." She laughed, and I was like, "Babe, I'm serious. It's a small town. How hard could it be?"
Well,
yeah,
let me
anything.
ask you something, Chief. If you run for mayor, why don't I move down and you could make me chief of police, man?
Oh,
Dude.
nice.
You know what we could do? We could set up our own version of the Dukes of Hazzard, man. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, man.
ATVs only. Yeah.
Right. We can run that town, Chief. What do you think?
I like it, man. Can we be corrupt like everybody else?
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
Sure.
That should be the slogan.
Oh my goodness, how fun would that be?
I think that'd be awesome, man.
Do you know what you're
Heck
doing out here on that ATV? Hey, my buddy's the mayor. Leave me alone. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dracula.
Ray Smokey, they were what I should
Yep.
So so next Saturday next Saturday, I mean, I've been blessed. Let me just say that. And then most of it's thanks to this show a lot, and I mean hard work that you put on to do what you're doing. So next Saturday I have I think it's gonna be an awesome show. I have Johnny and Jose Molina. Then he have the real long beard. They're both from Puerto Rico, and I've been talking to them. You know, Johnny, he was on you guys' show on the Tres Amigos.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have him and Juan. I mean Juan and Jose, and I think it's gonna be a great show. So it might be some like Spanglish in there, you know.
I love it.
But I think it's gonna be good, you know.
Right. So
then,
Bishop, I got the $1 million question for you right now.
Go ahead.
You ready for that? Do you remember what branch of the military that Chief was in this week?
Yes, I do.
You remember?
Oh, I do.
You do.
I definitely do.
You sure?
Yes.
Dude, because I'm gonna tell you
I
what,
do.
man. Chief was all week, man. All this past week, Chief and I were talking, man. He's like, man, I can't believe Bishop didn't get it right, and man, he's pretty, so
He said sailor.
He was teared up, man. He was teared up. He's like, man, he better get it right this week, man. He better get it right this week.
Chief, my brother Chief, he was a chief in the Navy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna screw it up this time.
See, my only saving grace was I thought if you screwed it up again, then I could look at Chief and be like, "See, Chief, I don't need to get waxed, right? Just Bishop."
Right. Double time.
Yeah.
Double time.
Oh,
so what do you guys want to talk about, man? We didn't talk about what we're going to talk about. So comments, anybody? What are you going to talk about? Food, cars, motorcycles, pews. Send it.
So being that it's St. Patrick's Day, did you get it? Did you get any corned beef and cabbage today, Chief?
No, actually, I just ate. I had a big taco salad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of did a fast from like 9 o'clock last night till 5 o'clock today. I just wasn't hungry, and the wife went to the store and got all the little grocery stuff and a new phone because the phone got fried too. And,
right.
So what do you want for dinner? I said, taco salad sounds really good. So, yeah.
No corned beef tacos?
No
corned beef with cabbage on it, tacos, man.
I would try that. I would try that.
Yeah. I mean,
speaking of trying food, Are you ready for Thursday's show with the hot spicy wings and the chocolate sauce?
So mine are not going to be hot and spicy. Mine will be mild spicy, but I'm ready for it, man. I'm gonna gather it all up, get some chocolate sauce, get some mild sauce, and we're gonna run it, man. We're gonna run it.
I think it may actually taste pretty good, but it doesn't sound like it would taste good.
Right, right,
They
yeah,
seem to enjoy it. Kilt Beard Co. They seem to enjoy it.
right.
I don't
I,
know.
I'm I'm willing to give it a try, man. What about you, Bishop? Did you have any corned beef today or anything like that?
Uh, no, brother. Listen, all I had is hot liquid.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's been like, don't lie, it's been like the whole 24 hours I haven't eaten nothing but broth and hot tea. So
Right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
A
there's
little
nothing
lemon
wrong
in
with
there,
that.
little
Yep.
honey in there, a little lemon. Yeah.
I got a little ginger, honey, and turmeric
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cinnamon. Yep.
That'll get it going.
Good
That'll
for
get it
you,
going.
buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Hey, so
So,
anybody get anything new in recently?
you know what?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do
You know,
tell.
I got something in about a week ago and I started using it, but it kind of surprised me. Um, we talked about it, I think, before, but I got in True North's face wash.
Right.
And I'm typically the guy that just uses soap, right? I'm like, whatever. I just wash it with soap. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try some face wash, Absolutely surprised me. I will always have it in my rotation now. And I don't use it every day. I use it every other day. But we were speaking how, we're both Greek. So we get that oily skin, right? And sometimes it's hard to get those pores cleaned out and all that. But I'm
Oh
going to
yeah.
tell you what, the True North face wash does an excellent job, man. I tell you what, like out of they make awesome products, okay? But that face wash, it like surprised me because I wasn't expecting much. I'm like, all right, it's just soap on, whatever I thought. But I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, Chief, give that a try. Bishop, give it a try because that face wash will change your opinion on it. I was never a face wash guy,
Okay.
but it
Question.
changed. Uh-huh.
After you wash, and
Right.
then you go out for the day, how long does it take before you get that Greek oil coming back out? I mean, does it stay away for a little while? Do you feel
Dude,
clean through the
when
day?
I do it, it stays away the whole day.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Okay,
why I
you
was
told me.
impressed. That was why I was impressed because I'm like, the crazy thing is when you use it, okay, so you get it wet, lather it up in your hands, put it in there. When you wash it off, it almost feels like when you're washing off that it's dry. It's weird. Like I don't know how to explain it, but when you use it the first time, you're gonna use it, and be like, all right, because I let it sit on for about 30 to 60 seconds, right? So I go into like doing my teeth, whatever, then I'm done. I wash it off, and it's like really weird because you're like, it feels so dry. Like it just got all the oil out of like you're like, yeah,
Wow.
you got to use it. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm
It's
intrigued.
yeah, it's hard to explain, but it does. It really it like cleans the pores out. There's no oil residue left, and it's like that the rest of the day.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I might have to go order some of that tonight.
Yeah, I
That's
was
impressive.
impressed with it. Yep.
Dino, you're sending everybody down the rabbit hole. You got me. You got me. So, new stuff I got in. I've just did a review today. I'm going to put it up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
This is Rugged History.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even get both bottles the same. Very nice blend. The boys in round robin says I was going to like one of them more than the other, but
Right.
to my surprise, I had it backwards. One of them in bottle, I was like, it's okay. And then I
Right.
put it in beard, and then I put it in beard later, and I put it in beard the next day, and I put the same one in. It was really fantastic, and I could smell it very faintly. It wasn't overpowering, but at work, a couple people were like, something smells really good. And every time I would go past, the desk up there at the dock, somebody finally stopped me and go, "Hey, Chief, you got something in beard today?" I'm like, yeah, every day. And
Yeah.
they said, "Yep, that's Chief. Definitely.
Right.
That's him blowing by
Right.
with that nice scent." And then
Yep.
my beard does one of these numbers when I'm driving the
Right.
equipment,
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Right.
But yeah, I enjoyed them. And then I got in Renee her liquid butter, black nectar,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I've used quite a bit of that already too. Quite nice, great feeling beard on that. And I got some Florida boys in today, and I've got Bane blends coming. Should be here probably tomorrow. And I actually said it right, Bane blends.
Bane blends. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I don't know why my blah 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 blame blame. I don't know why it
Right.
doesn't work, but my tongue, Bane
Right.
blends
Hey.
it's on the way.
Right.
Right, that's a nice sticker too. I like that look.
There you
Yep.
go. Okay.
Yeah. So, how do you like Bane blends?
Man, I haven't tried it since I've been,
Got it.
yeah, since I got it, I haven't tried it because I don't want to try something that's not gonna give it a good,
Yeah.
like I
Right.
said, I got today, I got True North that you referred me to, and I
And
just
that is
literally,
Campus Night.
yep, and I just literally opened it and I couldn't smell it,
Oh man, you
and
are
then
You're clogged up.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I
That one's
got
got some
Bodega Sunrise.
bodega.
well, they got
Yeah.
Sunrise, yep,
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
and then of course I had to go with the Chum Rock one, right?
Easy, buddy.
Sorry, yeah. So, um, and man, and sorry about that, man. And then I got from the Hem Wizard, I got the collection.
Right.
Which one's that? Was that the Cure by chance?
Yep. Sorry about that. Cure,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and then Antidote.
Now, honest, answer me honest. That's a little collab with me and Mike. The Cure is me. Honest answer. Which one do you like better, Antidote or Cure? Because I'll tell you
So
my honest.
I'll be honest. I got him today, and I haven't opened him. But I got high hope for the Cure.
Good, and I appreciate it, but I think in my heart of hearts, Antidote outshines the
Yeah.
Cure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're right, Chief. I like the Antidote more than the Cure. Both were awesome, but
Yeah.
the Antidote was it for me too. Yeah. I went I got the liquid butter in from Black
Yeah.
Manor too, and then I got all three of Wicked Wednesday's Irish drops. I wore this one today, the Irish panty dropper. It was awesome, but somebody sent me down the rabbit hole a couple weeks ago because of his collaboration and Dan Ensign with the Acreage with
Ooh.
Opiates. And I got to tell you, this one, um, his because Dan was the one that kind of told him what he wanted in it, and spot on, man. This stuff is really, really good. Opulence is good. Um, I got a whole bunch of stuff coming from Flaming Beard. I had to order last Thursday,
Okay.
and I'm probably in the next day or two. I'm going to put an order in with Black Manor because I gotta catch up on some Black Manor stuff that I missed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so much money,
Man, I know.
so much you can
I
buy.
know.
I mean, there's so much good stuff out there, So yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Elegant Sasquatch is asking a question. What is everyone's opinion on liquid butter? Um, you want to start that off, Chief?
You go ahead, man.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of liquid butter. I will tell you, not every liquid butter is the same. Everybody does it a little bit differently. I'm not going to get in the argument that some people make that some of them are just oils, they're not butters or whatever. I've used them. I've liked I like Florida Boys. I like True North. I've liked every one that I've tried. Every one of them is a little bit differently, but I like wearing the liquid butters during the day because to me, the liquid butters, they don't weigh the beard down as much. I like the poured butters at nighttime because I'll hop out of the shower, I'll put the poured butter in, and it nourishes the beard all night long. So I'm not a this or that guy. I have both and I use them for different occasions. What about you, Chief?
You know what? I concur with everything you said. I like a poured butter at night. I think it gives me that nourishing effect for the morning. But sometimes the beard gets all wah when I wake up in the morning, just wet it down and carry on. But I like the liquid butter during the day. And if I had a choice, I would go unscented on liquid butter so I could
Right.
pair it, like Dynamite does, where
Yeah,
he does
yeah.
like a double
Right.
or a triple, and then he'll
Right.
pair it with yeah. I
Right.
would like to use a liquid butter just neutral by
Right.
itself, so I could add it to True North or Florida Boys
Right.
or
Right.
Stacy or whoever's.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah, and that's because I remember when I first got into things, Chief, I was buying matching everything, right?
right, good God, that gets expensive.
And then I was like, you know what? Like, I just was like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to buy unscented liquid butters, and that way, and even like most of the time, if I'm going to go with a poured butter, I try to buy unscented ones now because that way I can just put the oil in the butter and do it just like the liquid butter. So that way, I'm like, I can match because
Hmm.
there's companies I use that we all use that don't make butters
Yeah,
or don't
Right.
make liquid butter. So I'm like, well, if I got unscented to somebody's, I can just add the oil to it and rock and roll. So yeah, I just like the unscented stuff too, you know.
yeah.
But Elegant Sasquatch wants to know, have I tried a whipped butter? Um, I have tried a whipped butter.
Uh,
I like whipped butters too. I like whipped butter. I like poured butter. I like liquid butter. I like tallow butter. Um,
yep.
I haven't found one I don't like. Have you, Chief? Have you tried anything like that you don't like, or
I-
um,
That's kind of weird. There's some that have kokum in it, which makes it a little more firm,
right,
but at the same time, it gives me a good styling because it's a
right,
little more sticky. But I like, I've named my top three butters companies, and I just love the consistency of those guys. It's Tabletop, True North, and Matt Hill from Florida Boys.
right,
It's the
right,
perfect consistency for me because
right,
that's what I like. That's what feels good in my beard.
right,
But a little firmer sometimes, like I said, with that kokum, because
right,
kokum's like a brick, you know,
right.
but that little bit of firmness, depending on what I'm doing for the day, if I want a balm like
Yeah,
consistency,
yeah,
I'm
right,
going to go with one that's got the thicker kokum where you have to kind of get in there and get it out. But
right,
if it's a normal day, there's just those top three companies I just named.
right,
Um,
right.
just
And,
my beard loves it.
I'll tell you, I haven't tried tabletop butter, but I
Right.
will tell you this. If you watched my review, and I almost like at the end, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I should say this because I hate doing number ones and number twos or whatever, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I'm like,
Yeah.
but Florida Boy, in my opinion, when it comes to poured butter, and I'm not talking whipped butter, tallow butter, anything, just poured butter. It's a tie, in my opinion. Now it's a tie between Florida Boys and True North. Um, the best poured butters, in my opinion. That's tied for number one.
I got one of Matt's whipped body butters today with
Hmm.
tallow,
With the
and I've
tallow, yeah.
never ever
Uh-huh.
tried tallow. And my God, that stuff come out like air.
Right, right.
I was like, what?
Yep. Well, I
And
know
you don't
this.
and you don't need a lot.
No.
No, uh-uh. No, I will tell you this. Stacy makes a good whipped butter. Elegant Sasquatch makes a good whipped butter. Um, there's like I
That-
said, everybody. It's kind of like guys like Bishop and I are spoiled because we came into the beard community when everybody kind of figured everything out, right? When you were first in it, it was kind of like experimentation, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody
Find
was
out what
still
you like.
right.
trying to get it. So yeah, so we're kind of spoiled because I haven't run across stuff that didn't work or I didn't like.
Yeah.
There's just different degrees of what I like.
Right.
Um, but to answer Baker, did I try? Um, I have not got it in beard yet, but let me do this. Oh, Chief, you are gonna love Chucky Charms if you get it. It smells exactly like Lucky Charms.
Okay.
Being the foodie that you are, this is right up your alley. I'll tell you what, man, this one really Stacy outdid herself on the three Irish St. Patrick's Day drops. She really did. Every one of them are awesome.
You know what? I got to give a shout out to Stacy. She sent me a kind of a respect, funny kind of thing. where I absolutely loved Agent Orange. So, and I've burned through it. She sent me a 2-ounce one, the
Yep.
special.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, just that was so awesome. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, it's always funny when because beer like butters have become such a hot topic with everything
Yeah.
lately. It's that like liquid butter, beer, poured butter, whipped butter, and then everybody tries to argue, is this really a liquid butter? I'm like, you know what, man, if things work for me, they work, and I
Yeah.
just like them. But with something else that's been getting a lot of controversy on some of the pages. Let me ask you guys this. It always seems to come up every couple of months, and it's always, well, what do you think about small batch companies that use intellectual property? So either they're using somebody's characters or using somebody's trademarks, and they're just making a scent profile of it and using their art. Do you stay away from those companies? Do you not mind? Do you still buy? What's your opinion on that, Chief?
I think if you use, like, let's just say Mickey Mouse, and you change the mouse and you change the graphic, I think you'll probably be all right. But don't use the same copyrighted art.
Right.
Right.
Change it up a little bit, and maybe change the spelling, or you just don't steal from another company like that put in the work and did everything, and now you're just like grabbing on the coattails and putting whatever on there and calling it your own. Make it your own. Do something unique. Even let AI do it for you, for crying out loud.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's one of those things where you kind of look at. So I'm not going to say that I haven't bought from companies that have used and not really changed anything, because I'm like, what intrigued me about it wasn't the name, it was the scent profile.
Yeah.
That's why I bought it. I mean, do I like art? Sure, I do, but the art's not the primary reason I buy a bottle of oil. But I totally get it. To me, it's kind of like this: if you're coming up and you're a creator and you're creating a scent profile, right? You should be able to come up with an original name for it and original artwork for it. You know what I mean? Because I guess to me, it's kind of like you're cheating. If you just steal somebody's artwork, slap a label
Yep.
on, and be like, "Oh, there we go." It's kind of like cheating, but whatever. I mean, I'm guilty. I've still bought from companies that do that. So what about you, Bishop?
I think you guys are right. I mean, it's okay to grab it and then change something on it. Try to put your style on it, your little touch on it, make it unique. I mean, this is your company. Make it, even if you change the shoes, for example, or the shirt, anything, just change it so it be yours, you know? So,
Right.
Well, I've got a question. We buy a lot of oils, and way too much, but FOMO,
Hmm.
does it get you? And you mentioned art. You don't buy because of the art. I have a couple times. The protect and serve. I had the military and the first
Right.
responders on it. There's
Right. Right.
quite a
Right.
few of them I bought
Sure.
just because I wanted that artwork.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
are you like that? I mean, like if somebody had pew pews on the, you'd be like, I
So
kind of got to have that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it hasn't happened so much with beard products, but I mean, there's been shoes that I mean, if you look at what the Jordan brand does, right, with Nike with Jordans, you can't go buy them in stores anymore. You got to win a raffle.
Oh,
right.
You have to go on the sneakers app. You got to win a raffle. And there's been shoes where I'm like, man, I really want them. I can't wait, and I miss out on them, but I won't spend the extra $200 to buy them off somebody else. There's been Dixons that I've FOMO'd over because I'm like, man, I like it, and I know people are gonna want it, and I got to get it. If I don't get it now, it's not gonna be there. But I mean, there hasn't been. I mean, maybe there's been like 3 or 4 oils that I bought because of that. Because I'm like, man, it's just cool, and I got to have it.
yeah.
I think the first one that I did, actually, the first one that I did that was that way was actually a collaboration that you were involved in, Chief.
Was it the chief?
It was the 4-pack from Florida Boys.
Oh, the hero.
So the hero set, because I was like, you know what? Because So it wasn't really the fear of it. It was I wanted the artwork. I liked what it represented, and also because I'm probably misspeaking. You might have to tell me, but he was given a certain percentage of the profit to a charity, I believe. He did something with that. It was something he did. So I was like, you know what? Like, I wanted it. And plus, if you're a part of I think if you're the first 10 or 15 people, you got the placeholder. I'm like, you know what? That's just so cool. And I had to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That meant a lot to me because
Mhm.
I think all the gentlemen that were involved in
Right.
building that and the back and forth and the looking up this and looking up that, and there was a lot that went into it. And
Right.
man, I absolutely love that. Every one of those scents is just a bang on scent, man. And
Right.
I none of mine are empty because I kind of use them, yeah, very sparingly because I kind of want to keep them forever, but I know I should start burning through them, you
Right.
know. And the bottles and the artwork, just amazing. The
Right.
everyday heroes that you guys look up to on the bottles, and just the brotherhood that, man,
Right.
the weeks it took for
Right.
us to just nail all that stuff down.
Right.
That was good
You,
fun.
you know the other thing though is there's a couple companies where like if you don't buy, they sell out. Like
Yeah.
Valhalla, when Valhalla
Oh yeah.
does a drop,
Mhm.
if you want soap or you want deodorant, you want something like you got to be like ready right now when it drops to buy. True North every other Sunday when they're dropping usually two new scent profiles. If you're not on it, I mean, they do restock. They do, but I mean, if you want it now and you want to get it, you better
Right.
be on there and you better be there for the drop to get it.
Yeah.
So
Well, speaking of that, it's fear of missing out, Ronnie. FOMO, fear of missing out. Um,
right,
and a lot of us in the beer community are freaks like that. We'll be like, okay, it's dropping at 7. It's six
Right.
thirty. I'm on there refreshing, just ready to go. Um, one I had to have was Bearded Squirrel. He did a collab with 302 Paracord, and
yeah,
it was a glass bottle inside a wooden bottle, and it
hmm
smelled like that sex wax, that surf wax that you put on your surfboard,
yep,
and it
Right.
had the 302 Paracord charm. And as soon as they were done live, I was like waiting, click, and
right,
had to get it. And that
right,
bottle is just, I
right,
had to have it.
right,
Just a kid in me. I was like, wait, 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 boom, mine.
right,
Yay.
Right.
right. Hmm.
Hey,
You
yeah.
know the.
So,
Mhm. What about
Hem
you,
Wizard
Mister?
had a sale. What was it? Yesterday for the 4-year anniversary one,
Yep, yep.
and he went like within 3 hours. He was sold out, and then he put a few more in there. And
Right,
I was lucky enough. I was talking to him the day before, and he sent me a picture. And
right,
I knew what was going to happen. I told him, I said, "Hey man, there's any way I could buy it." So I was able to buy it early. Uh, so I'm waiting for that to arrive. But yeah, and
right,
I have, you know, there's a few
right,
companies that I don't know the brotherhood, like I said, like kind of like Chief said. I mean, I'm telling you, if there was somebody out there was a truck driver and he started a beer company, I yeah, I probably would try it blindly, because
right,
like I said, I
right,
know what it is. I know, so it, why not, right?
Yep.
right.
Oh my goodness.
Matt.
Something wrong
You
with
know,
that dude.
speaking of Matt, speaking of Florida boys, he's got one that's coming out that I'm gonna buy no matter what. You can only buy it on Fridays, and that's gonna be his Red Friday one, and I'm definitely swooping that up because he's helping out a good friend of ours, Dustin
Yep.
Bunch, with that America Strong. So yeah, that's definitely one that it's not so much a fear of missing out. I mean, you're only gonna be able
Sure.
to get it on Fridays, but it's one of those where I'm like the artwork, the whole cause behind it.
Right.
I have to get it.
Yep.
Um, yeah,
Yep. I'll be working with Dustin too to help
yeah,
promote Red Fridays, and
right,
just try to raise as much money for his foundation as possible. Because
right,
damn man, that dude is special.
yeah.
Yep.
You know
He's so
what?
special.
I'm hoping, Chief. I'm hoping somehow because I know he was talking about. We were talking about it. Hopefully he gets a beard battle going on out in California.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you and I got a
Thumb it.
Truck it, thumb it, whatever. We're gonna make it out there to his beard battle because that guy is just an awesome guy, man. We gotta get it. Brewers here. I'll tell you what. You want to give some more. I think we had some new people come in, Chief.
Yeah, man,
You want
have
to
at
start
it.
calling some off?
Yep.
Let's see. We got Baker here. We got Bane Blends. We still got Ray Smokey, Kiltbeard, Elegant Sasquatch still here. Jacked Up Leatherworks. Stacy's here. Barton Papa Wood Fagan is here.
Oh,
Ray Smokey. Black Manor's here. And let's see, Elegant Sasquatch, I think I said. But yeah,
Yep.
we've got them. We got Brewer is in the house. Ronnie's in the house. And we got Colt Polo Plays. And yeah, looks like we're caught up. But yeah, do us all a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. Let us know. But anyway, we're all caught up on
Yep.
everybody here.
good.
So, you guys know that Elegant Sasquatch is having a big sale. I think it's his 3-year birthday or something like that. It's
Yep.
I think it's for the 24th to the 29th.
Right.
I think it's like 50% off.
Something. Well, the good
Yeah.
news, Bishop, is we're actually going to have Elegant Sasquatch on the show next Monday.
Ah,
He's going to come on. He's going to come on next Monday, so we'll have him on here. And Elegant Sasquatch, I was talking to Chief, and to seal the deal of getting on here for next Monday, you're going to have to do the mating call. If
yep.
you don't do the mating call, Chief's going to be like, "Yep, can't have you on." So you're gonna have to do the mating call for Chief
Right.
to get on here. Oh, so let me ask you a question, Bishop.
Yes, sir.
How are you still feeling about getting waxed?
You know, so when I was looking at the website, um, I see where he put it in and what the organization is for that charity.
Right,
And, since it is for veterans and it's a good charity that I know about too, um,
right,
I think it's worth it, to be honest. It is worth
right,
it. Um, it is for a good cause. And you know what? It's all about having fun, right?
right. So everybody will know Hemp Wizard is the host of the Buckeye Beard Battle, and our glorious leader, Bearded Chief, has voluntold myself and Bishop that we are going to get waxed, our
Yep.
backs waxed. So the Hemp Wizard has it up on his page for the donations. So you can actually now go to the Hemp Wizard's page and you can click on it and you can actually donate. And the more money that is raised, our fearless leader, the chief, has decided that the more that there's raised, the more strips that Bishop and I have to take. So, if you
Right.
want to see Bishop and I get our backs fully waxed, well, you just have to donate to watch Bishop and I go through all the pain. So, definitely get on over to Hemp Wizard's page and donate. And Bishop and I are going to be hairless pretty soon.
Yep. Thank you,
To
Stacy.
answer
Yeah.
Baker's question, it's not the Buckeye Beard Battles site; it's the Hemp Wizard.
Hemp Wizard. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yep. Jimmy Hall says get Pedro on here. Who? Chief, you're not gonna say who?
Who?
No. On this show, typically we don't run owners on this show. We do make special exceptions. Like next Monday, we're gonna have Elegant Sasquatch on because he wants to talk about his big sale. But usually for owners, we kind of leave that to the Trace Amigo show because that's more based about having owners come on and talk about their products and talk about their company. But on here, the problem is we all go off the rails, and yeah, it's better if the owners go on the Thursday night show.
Right.
So yeah, there we go. Matt says that background makes me feel like I'm in the Matrix. I think it's working then. I think it's working then, right?
Right.
Did you take the blue pill or the red pill, Chief?
I don't know which one I'd take. Man, that's a good question. I think I'd probably want to stay in the Matrix.
Mm,
I think that would be cool to go down the further rabbit hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun. Oh God. Oh man.
What would you? Would you stay in the Matrix or would you go back to reality?
You know, I would probably stay in the Matrix because if you found out that you're living in a fantasy world that isn't real, I don't think I want to continue living in the fantasy world. I'd rather live in the real world and actually know what's going on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Hey,
Um,
Yeah, no problem, Jimmy.
yep.
This is just weird Monday night stuff.
Right.
We talk about beards a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
But the big thing that we're trying to do on this show is ask your questions because we will do our best to answer any questions. We talk about everything. Between the three of us, I don't think there's a topic we probably couldn't talk about. Um, so
Yeah,
if you got
we
any
could lie our way through a lot of stuff if we have to.
uh salesmanship, Chief. That's just
Yeah.
kind of like, making it a sales,
As
right?
long as you sounded like you knew what you're talking about in the service and you had conviction, I'll
Right,
probably go with it.
right, right.
Yeah, he does get numbers. That
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
fact.
And like Chief and I have said before, like I'm not opposed to like on the Trace Amigo show if Pedro wanted to come on. We're not opposed to any owners coming on there. That's not a problem. I just don't know if this show would be the right fit for owners on here besides coming on talking about a sale because like I said, we go off the rails too much. So
We need
bad.
adult supervision.
yeah, we don't have
Right.
tacticals. We don't have Santa Tom on here to keep us on the tracks. So yeah, yep.
I think we're on the naughty list all the time, every
Yep.
Monday.
You
All right.
know, speaking of here's our buddy. Let me see here.
36, Awesome Baker.
Yeah, if anybody has not subscribed to Baker, Baker's one of our brothers, and we want to get him 50 subs so he can go live on YouTube. So if anybody has not subscribed to Baker, please subscribe to his YouTube. I actually I want to get him 50 so he can go live. I'd love to see him do some live stuff, So definitely check out his YouTube and subscribe. That'd be a great help for all of us. We want to see him go live. Alrighty. What's y'all's opinion on Talo butters? Good, more benefitful, same as regular butters. What do you think, Chief?
I just got my first taste of tallow today, and that was Florida Boys, and it's in beard right now for the first time. So I could tell you, it came out beautiful. It came out light and airy. It had a not a lotion consistency, but it was just completely different, and it feels nice in beard. I really like it. So I
Right.
may be a big fan of tallow. Like I said, I don't know why I
Right.
haven't tried tallow in the past. I want to get a hold of Melissa and try hers from Tameless.
Right.
I don't know, probably because my schedule and so much that's backing up actually. But
Right.
I got to get a hold of her and try all her tallow
Right.
because now I like it. I'm
Right.
gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Right. I'll tell you,
It's good.
I think tallow is really good. I think that's kind of a next progression. I think you're going to see a lot more companies do tallow because it does have a lot of benefits to it. The first one I actually tried, Chief, was Black Rebels, and
Okay.
it worked really good. I've tried Florida Boys, I've tried Tameless Tallow. So yeah, every one that I've tried has been awesome and no complaints. I like it. And I think that may be the next trend of everything going on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Pedro one of the first ones to work with tallow?
I so I don't know timeline. I just know that like when he decided to switch up everything, he still has his regular butters that have wax in it. So he
Okay.
calls those now balm.
Okay.
So his butters now were all tallow butters from what if I remember right. But yeah, but he's been working with tallow butter for a while. I know he had the tallow bar soap, and
Yeah.
I know his wash and conditioner I believe are tallow now too,
And I
if I
think that
remember correctly.
that tallow soap like really lathers well.
Yeah, it does. I had a barb. Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy
Okay.
Hall says get Chris North on Trace Amigos. Yeah, believe it or not, he's coming. Him and
Can't
Tara are coming.
wait.
Yeah, that's in the works.
I'm going to be starstruck. You know that, right? You may have to hold the show together because I'll be like,
Right. Here we go. Elegant Sasquatch says, and this is a question for you, Chief, since you're the fearless leader. So if a train leaves New York at 3:30 p.m. going 45 miles per hour, and another train leaves at 12:20 a.m. going 32 miles per hour, how many olives are in a single chub of olive loaf?
Blue, because ducks can't fart.
I'm going with that answer. I think Chief's right. What do you think, Bishop?
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I played the fifth on that one, to be
Well,
honest.
being that Chief and I are both Greek and olives are kind of like the national thing, I'm going to say 2 olives. 2 olives are in that olive loaf. Just 2. What do you think, Chief? What do you think? All right.
I think I would eat all the olives at once.
There you go.
Have you ever eaten an olive and you think all of them are pitted, and then you get that one and you throw it in your mouth and you feel like you break all your teeth out?
Yeah, I've had that happen, Chief. Renee brings up a valid point. She says, unless it's one of the owners in the chat, they usually go off the rails with you on Monday nights. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually Stacy.
Yeah.
Stacy's
For
not
sure.
a good conductor.
Oh,
No,
Stacy's not a good influencer on us.
not a conductor. She's like changing the lanes in the train, and it's just all over the place. And people on the train are spilling their drinks because Stacy.
Yeah. So Jimmy Hall says, seems like a gimmick like emo oil, but lots of people copy Pedro. So I will tell you this: I don't think anybody's copying Pedro off the tallow. There's been a lot of small companies. I'd be willing to bet. I'll bet you Tameless Tallow was probably running almost the same time. I don't know, maybe, but here's the thing: once something comes out, people are going to copy or they're going to do their thing. But
Right.
I don't think they necessarily copy because of Pedro. I mean, he does have some good stuff,
Right.
but yeah. Let's see.
I had tried
Retro Beard says,
tallow water,
yeah,
but I only had tried it at night. I like it at night. I don't know why. It's the way it makes the beer feel in the morning. I
right.
tried it from Dead Smooth. Dead Smooth have tallow, and
Yeah,
that's the
Dead
one I
Smooth,
like
that's
more.
right. Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah, she
I
does
got
have
a
good stuff.
real tiny
Yep.
sample, and I burned through that.
Oh,
I really
I got a
liked it.
big one. I got a big one. It is nice.
Yeah.
Oh my
You gotta
god!
think
Yeah,
before you speak.
I know. I know.
Right.
Oh boy! You see,
Yeah.
we already went up the rail.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Murrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see here.
Hey, brother,
Anybody
I
else?
just want to say, thank you because you guys are putting up with my sickness, and I know it's not. I really, really appreciate it. It's
So do I.
Come on now, Bishop. We're all ride or die here, man. We got you, brother. You're my
I know.
ride
I'm
or
trying my
die,
best,
Bishop.
man.
We're down with
my,
the sickness.
that's right,
Hey, I
man.
appreciate it.
You're my ride or die. We got to get waxed together, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And somebody's
Not
got to
really,
film it.
but
So,
oh yeah.
I volunteered to film it.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of Bane Blends mentioned you earlier, man.
Right.
Yep.
Actually,
He actually texted me a little bit ago. So
right.
he texted me, and that's why we were talking about him. So
yeah, that's a really good question, Kiltbeard Co. Really good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to write it down.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good question. Hey, so I kind of reached out to him on the to kill beer on because I heard that he was gonna go be on you guys' show Thursday, and I reached out to them, and not they were live, and I told them, I said, man, I gotta get you guys hopefully invited to be a guest on my show. And my mind was, I haven't heard about what you guys were thinking about doing on your show, but my mind was already, you know, running. So
6 months. Okay. So use it. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. I think the good thing about the tallow butter though is that it's more of like you can use it in beer, but I know a lot of people use it as a body butter, man.
right,
So if you're going to use it all over, you're going to use more. So yeah, you
Okay.
know,
That
yeah.
makes a good point. Yeah.
So it kind of almost takes I would say it kind of almost takes away needing to buy lotions if you're using it
right.
as,
Right.
so that way you're not like buying lotions. You just buy that and you could use in beard and use as a body lotion too, I guess. Um,
Knees, elbows, wherever, the
Right.
heel of your foot.
yep.
Yeah.
The little guys keep them soft.
Yeah, my wife liked that. My
Do
wife
you
liked that
guys
tallow butter too.
do you guys have butter that you don't really care for that's been sitting around? I like to take a butter that I'm like, I'm probably never going to use this, and I'll rub the heels and the bottom of my foot. I'll put socks on and go to
Right.
bed. Yeah. So I don't waste. You know.
So
Yeah.
I will tell you this. So I won't do that anymore because I found an awesome product, and I don't want to send you down the rabbit hole.
For the feet,
Yeah, yeah.
it's not a
Um,
beard product, is it?
it's made by a beard company.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
S
Come on, you can't stop there.
Wicked Wednesday makes football,
oh,
Huh.
and
Okay.
yeah. So I've used it once, but my father, his uh his feet crack and all that, and he's been using it, and yeah. So um, that's my solution now. If I have anything for the feet,
and you do the same thing. You just smear the hell out of it on your heels and
right?
whatnot, and
But
put
it
some
was funny
socks.
because when I talked to her, she goes, "You make sure you put socks on, or
Yeah,
your dad put socks on because they'll go flying." I'm like, okay, no problem. But yeah, so when you use it, you got to put the socks on. But it is top notch. It does the job. Yeah. So that's my solution. So now with all the beard butters I don't use, now I just got to find people to give them away to. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Well, I'm funny about giving a beard butter away,
right,
unless it's somebody at work that I know or whatever. But I wouldn't like mail anybody a butter that
right,
I've already you know
right.
dug into.
Right.
The only like so like with that, like I've given butters to friends of mine,
For
but
sure,
they know I'm hygienic. They
sure,
know I'm not.
Right.
And I get it. Like I probably wouldn't buy like beard butters off some dude that I don't know on the
right,
internet. Like if you looked at me and said, "Hey Dino, I got a butter you got to try," dude. I
yeah,
know you're hygienic. Same thing with Bishop. There's like a handful of people I would do that with, but yeah, I get it. But I look at friends and be like, "Hey man, like I've got so much stuff, I can't
here,
use this. Like
Right.
take. So because if it sits, it goes bad." And then here's the other thing they always do: "How much do I owe you?" "Nothing. Take
Right.
it." Like get this. It's got to be used. So I'd rather somebody use it than. But yeah,
Hey
my
man,
wife,
you brought in
my wife, my wife just bought yesterday or day before a salve for her feet. It's for diabetic,
yeah,
and I told her, I said, "Baby, just use my butters." She's like, "No, this stuff's supposed to be for the diabetic," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'll let you know how that works out. But
right. Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize about the beard butters is it's not just for your beard. You can
yeah,
use it. I mean, I remember I did it one of the first videos that I made. I showed my routine, right? And that was when I was using pour butters and all that. So I'm using pour butter and I do that. I'm like, oh, I got more, and I put it on my hair and rub it in. And one guy messaged me, he's like, "You can do that?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yep.
man. Oil that's extra, beard, butter that's extra, just rub it in, man. It's good for your body." I usually like to get my elbows because my elbows get dry, so I'll really do the elbows and right up in here. So yeah, it's great stuff. It works all over.
that's really awesome because I do the same thing now. But when I first
Right.
started with beard products, I would like wash my hands with soap and water to get that stuff
Yeah.
off. And
Right.
now if there's just a little bit left in there, you just kind of rub your hands together and you just go about your day, and your hands aren't all cracked. And
You good?
I'm
Right.
manual labor all day long, so my hands take a beating, but they,
Right.
they feel good. They're hydrated.
Right. Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah. The other thing I'm excited about too now is I've got 2 other companies in to try natural deodorant. So I'm gonna start throwing those in the rotation. It kind of like pains me in a way because I've been like using Valhalla for like the last, I don't know, probably 7-8 months. But I'm like,
Right.
well, I'm gonna try some other ones just to see how they do. So I got Cafex and I've got Sockeyes deodorant, and then I've got to probably get a hold of Bayard Beard. I heard he's got deodorant, so
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
gonna start trying to look at other. And I think Stacy was saying that she was also gonna get into the deodorant, so I'm excited. If she makes some deodorant, man, I'm gonna be all over that too. I'm kind of thinking. I mean, so True North does all these products, right? I think they're
right.
gonna be going. I mean, it would be kind of like a natural step to go into the deodorant, and I'll bet you, Florida boys. I'll bet you there's gonna be more companies who, because I mean, let's face it, all these small batch companies are making the best deodorant out there, so why not?
I'm going to let you know on
Right.
that. I got one more bar of store bought stuff to use, and I'm going to make the switch. I'm going to do the detox and the stank,
Right,
and I'm going to do the switch because I think it's healthier. So
right, right. But yeah, I think it would
It,
be.
it just
did you
depends what deodorant you use now.
Yeah,
did you have that detox stinky time for a week, 10 days, 2 weeks?
I
yeah.
have mine for 4 days.
That was about it, huh?
But like I say, it depends what deodorant you usually use normally. Oh, I was gonna tell you, uh, Blaine, he had deodorant too.
I see you can't say his name either. Bane
Yeah, me
Oh,
Blends.
neither.
oh,
Yeah, Blaine.
wait a minute. Bane Blends has deodorant too.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I'm gonna have
Yep.
to put in an order with him too. I'll have to try him
Hey,
out
so I'm gonna have
too.
to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of saying the name, I just go like this.
Yeah. You know what?
I can't say the name.
I'm gonna do a review for him here in the near future. I got a package on the way,
Here
and
we go.
I'm gonna probably do dozens of takes because I'm gonna have to slow down and say Bane Blends.
Blaine. Yeah, Blaine.
Bane
This is
Blends.
this is pretty interesting. He says, Bane Blend says my deodorant and my eczema salves are my 2 best
Yep.
sellers at the stores I'm in. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely put an order in for that. Chief, I got kind of lucky when I started using the natural deodorant because I started using it in wintertime.
Ah,
So I work inside, so the temperature's about 70, like 68 degrees in the store. So I wasn't pitting out. I wasn't outdoors summertime. So I went through the detox in a cooler time of the year than
yeah,
the
Right.
summertime.
yeah,
There we
man.
go.
And it also depends. On what, like I said, it also depends on what you use prior. You know, so if you
Well,
use something that's real strong, like Rygar or stuff like that, yeah, you're gonna
right,
have a longer detox.
right.
I wonder if it has anything to do with what you eat and the detox and that scent coming out,
Huh.
or is it just the garbage that's in the other deodorants that's coming out?
I think it's the garbage though. But Chief, you know how we can put this to the test? Since you're Greek, what you should do is you should eat cloves of garlic that whole week.
Sure.
And see, see if you get it coming out, man. let,
Sure.
let me let me ask you this: when you were growing up, did your dad ever eat cloves of garlic?
No, I,
Let me. Oh
like just
man.
chew on a no.
Oh, my dad used to take cloves of garlic, right? Get them and eat them whole, right? Every time he breathed,
Oh,
the whole house
Garlic.
stunk
Oh,
like garlic. I'm like, my God. I finally looked at him one day. I'm like, listen, I'm
yeah,
tapping out. Like,
yeah.
no more. I can't take it. Like, I cannot sleep in like all this garlic in the air. I mean, it was bad because what's crazy is he could take it and just like eat it like nothing. I'm like, huh? And he
Wow.
just eat them, yeah, like that. And I'm like, and he'd come up and talk to you like, hey, hi. I'm like, oh my, yeah.
Let
So
me see. Was he a smoker too?
no,
Oh, I
never
was going to say
smoked.
because that would just take the
Uh-uh.
cake, man.
No.
Smoker breath, coffee, and just
Nope.
ah.
No smoke. Back in that day, no smoker, and he never drank coffee. And he would
Huh.
just eat these cloves, man. And you're like, he would take cloves of garlic, and then he would take onions and eat onions like apples. And I'm like, man, but I mean, like your dad was from the old country too, right? He came, they, because they grew up like my dad grew up poor. He grew up poor in a mountain village, so I mean, they did a
You
lot of
ate it.
different stuff. Yeah, you had to, but
Yeah.
I'm like, looking at him, he's just eating onion. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't do that, but yeah, it's amazing what they, a lot of people coming from the old country that
Yeah.
grew up there, what they had to do.
Yeah, it's
Um,
funny. I was a stock boy when I was much younger before the service, and the owner was an old Greek boy,
yeah,
and they sold all the olives, but they had them in
yeah,
these big barrels where they
yep.
kept the milk and stuff. And I would go in there and take that strainer out and just pour it. Oh, all the different. I love those olives.
Right.
Love
You, you see, I don't like olives at all. I
Yeah.
never had them. Just don't like them. Just don't never have.
Greek
Now I
olives
love
or black olives.
neither. Man,
Wow.
brothers, you guys be surprised if we talk about the food that I don't eat. You guys be so surprised.
So watch this, Bishop. I'm probably gonna get my Greek card yanked by Chief. So Chief, I don't like olives. I don't like feta cheese.
I can
Oh,
understand that.
Yeah, I can't don't like it's funny because I'll go to these Greek like community events, and everybody's like, and I'm like, yeah, no olives. They're like, huh? And I'm like, nope. And then they're like, that's some feta cheese. And I'm like, nope, no, thank you. I don't. And they're like, you're Greek, and I'm like, I'm Greek. I just don't eat that. I can't eat it.
What about spanakopita?
Oh, I love spinach pie. Spinach pie is awesome.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Spinach pie, lamb, gyros, souvlakis, all that stuff. I don't know what it so let me tell you why I don't eat feta cheese and I don't eat the olives. Okay. So when I was growing up, my parents, like we had a restaurant, right? So feta cheese comes in the 5-gallon pickle buckets, right?
Yeah.
You open that up, man,
Mm.
and just the smell of
Oof.
it. Oh my gosh, like I couldn't stand it.
ooh,
And I always had to go get the feta cheese, and I always had to go get the olives, and when you
Yeah.
get that brine smell from the olives or the brine from the feta cheese, man, I'm like, I can't do it, man. I just yep, couldn't do it. So, that was just my thing. Could
I,
not
get-
do it.
I get that.
I don't like cottage cheese.
I get that.
Yeah,
Oh,
cottage cheese. I don't like it.
Ricotta? It's like cottage cheese.
I like ricotta.
right.
Well, ricotta goes in lasagna, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You
yeah.
like lasagna? What?
Oh yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah, but I can
Yes,
kind of
sir.
understand that though because I don't like tomatoes, but I eat pizza, I eat,
Yeah.
tomato sauce. I just don't like tomatoes, so I get that.
Funny thing, I love tomatoes, any kind of tomatoes, but the little cherry tomatoes,
Uh-huh.
there's something about putting one of
No.
them in and that
Mm-mm.
that
Oh,
I no, I
no.
don't eat those.
Nope.
No,
No. Mm-mm. No cherry
no, that
tomatoes.
pop, that oh,
Right,
ugh,
right.
no, no, no.
You guys know. So the other day, my wife don't like tomatoes. So the other day, I got some big tomatoes and I cut them, and then I cut the insides of the tomato out and put them in the skillet, and then whatever the inside, I chopped it up and put um some cheese and eggs on it and beat it, and then put it inside. And I'm trying to be healthy. It's been like this for like a month, and it was good. My wife just took a bite. She was like, ugh, because I thought I said
That
tomatoes on it,
sounds good.
and she was like surprised. It is good. It is really, really good.
You basically make something inside the tomato, and you could eat. Yes,
Yep,
I like
yep.
that. You could do
Yeah, I
whatever
don't
you
like
want.
cottage cheese either. Yep.
Well, it's Italian Greek. Oh my goodness, you got a
Yeah, yeah.
handful. Yeah,
You got a handful there.
yeah,
Oof.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
oh, good one.
Oh God.
Yeah, good one.
Chief, you imagine if we had Elegant Sasquatch, Matt and Stacy as guests on it at the same time.
We'd
Dude,
get shut down.
I'm gonna tell you what, Santa Tom would be sitting there going,
I don't know you guys.
You guys are done."
He would
Oh
pull the
yeah,
plug on our Thursday show. He's like, I can't
yeah.
trust you guys.
He's like, "Yeah, you guys are done." Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so did like your family make the Greek meatballs that they were flat like sausages?
Yeah, I've had those. You know what my dad makes that is my absolute favorite though? Um, he makes grape leaf rolls,
I
and
just had some yesterday.
he rolls them. He makes the lemon sauce that goes on
Yeah.
top, and our
Mm.
hopefully when I come see you for Worlds, I'm gonna bring you some. So we did never use tzatziki sauce.
Oh
Okay,
yeah. Drink that stuff.
he made his so tzatziki sauce here is kind of like the Americanized version.
Yeah.
He makes the more Greek version, and it's garlicky and it's a sour
Yeah.
cream base. I'm gonna bring you some of that, Chief. Unbelievable, amazing. I'll
Mm.
try to bring down some from Buckeye Beer Battle Bishop so you can have some too. But he makes awesome stuff. And then he used to all the time pasticcio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pasticcio. So I'm not a big moussaka guy because I don't like the eggplant, or did I get them mixed up? Which the one that has the eggplant, I'm not a big fan of. The one that's pretty much the Greek version of lasagna with
The
the cream sauce
pasticcios,
on top.
I don't think has
Yeah,
eggplant.
right. So the pasticcio, it's like Greek lasagna, and it's got that layer of the cream base on top. It's really good. He makes all that stuff. So yeah, I love it. I love it because we've got our Greek Easter is different than American Easter,
Right.
and man, I love it because he'll make lamb, and man, he just yeah, good cooked lamb is like amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have Greek Fest coming up too. So
And you know,
that actually might, I'll have to look and see when it's coming up. But if that's coming up during World, man, we're gonna have to go down there and have a blast. It's right downtown, Greek Fest.
Right.
Hmm.
so let me ask you guys a question. So, especially Chief. So, since your wife is, you know, uh, her home cooked meals, if you go to a festival, are you allowed to buy food from the vendors from where she's at, from where she's from? Like my ex wife was Hungarian, and they got some dishes that I love, but it was frowned up to go to that vendor and buy. For example, they had these things called fried cabbage
Yeah.
noodles, and it was like you couldn't go buy it from there. It was frowned up on.
Wow.
Yeah, so I learned how to make the dishes from them, like fried cabbage noodle, pierogies.
Oh,
I learned how to make that all myself.
Hmm.
yeah. Well, my wife's from Scotland. I thought I told you guys that. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we go to like Highland Games and stuff a lot in Virginia Beach when I lived there, but there's no Highland Games up here in Ohio from some strange reason. Probably because we're out in
Right.
the middle of nowhere. But we do have a Greek Fest, and it's a blast, and it's growing every year. Just like the beard community, that Greek Fest is growing
Right.
and growing and growing. The
Yeah.
prices are going really ridiculous, though. And you go
Right.
down there and you blow $100, and it's
Right. Right.
a couple cookies, a couple gyros, and
Right. We got a big Greek fest up here too. The problem is usually every time it happens, I'm stuck working.
yeah,
So, but we've got a big one too. We've actually got part of in Detroit. There's actually a section called Greek Town, so it's all there. So yeah, yeah. I will
yeah.
tell you something else here. You know, like Elegant Sasquatch says, I make the best barbecue in New Jersey. I forbade my family to buy barbecue from anywhere else. I'll tell you what, man.
huh,
I can kind of understand that because I have a buddy, one of my best friends. He grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and he actually, when he was living there, he was on some of their barbecue teams. So, man, when this guy makes barbecue, I'm like, everywhere else I've gone to have barbecue, I'm like, yeah, it's just not,
Nothing.
yeah, nothing. I wait for him to make
yeah,
barbecue. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yep,
Some Saganaki flaming cheese.
yep.
Yep.
yeah. Hey, so I started making probably about 6 months ago. I started making French bread,
Mhm.
right? But I the healthy way. I put wheat flour, and we haven't bought bread howsoever anywhere. even sliced bread. Cause I make it, and my wife like, hey, it's time for you to make bread. It takes like 2 hours to make it for
Right.
sure, cause from scratch completely.
Right.
But I don't know, something like even my son helped me with crack the eggs and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's funny. I learned how to do that. I don't watching a video on YouTube.
Right. Well, you know,
Greek Easter's coming up. Do you like
yes, it
Greek
is.
Easter bread?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ridiculous, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Oh,
is.
it's so good.
Yep. You know, speaking while we're on food, and Bishop was talking about cooking, what do you like to cook? Like, if you can cook, what do you like to cook? Like, if somebody looked at you and said, "All right, Chief, all right, Bishop, cook me a dish. Cook me what are you good at cooking? I want some food. What are you cooking me?"
Well, I've got the best wife in the world, and God love her. I only work 3 days a week. She works 7 days a week.
Right,
And
right,
that she takes care of the house. She takes care of me, the kids. She doesn't take a day off. So yeah, I work, but she doesn't stop working. You understand?
right, right,
So, and she cooks, breakfast, lunch, dinner,
right,
and feeds everybody. But when
right.
I do cook, maybe once, twice a year, I don't know. It's chili or lasagna.
Wow.
Nice.
It's not hard because I read the instructions on the box of lasagna and added a couple of little things. And the chili, you can throw anything at chili.
Right,
Is
right.
chili soup? That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think chili. I
I
think
think it's
chili is
its
a
own thing.
meal.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
its own
own.
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
but it
You know,
looks
Chief, you kind of surprised me. I figured you said you would have been like, well, when I cook, all I do is I open up the bag and the MRE's right there, and I just set them on the table.
well. I make myself breakfast a lot, and it's protein oatmeal with a big chunk of
Yeah.
peanut butter and a banana.
Right.
Is
Right.
that considered cooking?
I
For
mean, you're
you,
making
yes.
it. Yeah, for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Bishop? What are you going to cook me? If I'm like, man, I'm hungry, make me the best dish. What are you cooking me?
Man, I could. Well, I love cooking Italian food, but I also, of course, since I'm from Puerto Rico, I could make some Puerto Rican food. Man,
Right.
so we're not doing it today because it's my wife's birthday, but we're not doing it today. But her favorite dish that I make is it's a plantain dish.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you get them ripe plantains, but they're almost black. You boil
Yeah.
them and then you smash them at the bottom, and it's almost like a lasagna. And she
Yeah.
loves that thing. So we're sick, we can't taste nothing. So I told her I bought the plantain. I said, here in the next couple of days, that's what I'm gonna make you for your birthday. So
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Huh?
yeah,
Still think chili soup.
huh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So if you guys come over to my house and say I'm hungry, so when I worked at my parents' restaurant, I can make anything. I can cook anything. But my favorite thing to do, and believe it or not, most grill cooks don't like doing it because usually it's Sunday and Saturdays are the most biggest days that you got to do it. But I'm a breakfast cook, man.
Mm.
I can make you some fantastic omelets. I can make you eggs any way you want. Any kind of breakfast dish you want, I can make you, and you're gonna be like, so funny story. So, being that I was the owner's son, I was always trying to skip out of work, right? So
right.
one day, I'm telling you, like it's a Saturday night. I'm done bouncing at the club. So we used to stay at the clubs late, right? So when I bounced at these nightclubs, it was if we stayed late and we hung up, the owner's like, "Man, drink whatever you want. You guys gonna gotta pay whatever." So I'm not kidding you. I was at the nightclub till 9 o'clock in the morning, and I am hammered, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I got to be at the restaurant at 10 o'clock. I got to cook. I got to
Huh.
cook, right? And Sundays at our place was like stupid busy. You would go from like 10 to 2 o'clock nonstop, right? Man, I come in. I had this girl that worked there. I had her drive me to the. I'm like, listen, I can't drive my parents' restaurant. You got to get me there. I got to cook. She's like, what? I'm like, I got to cook. Get me there. So she drives me there, drops me off. I come stumbling in, man. My mom can smell it, man. I smell 100 proof, right? And she's like, you okay? I'm like, I'm here to cook, right? So I'm the guy that when I get drunk, I'm extremely silly. Okay. I don't get mean. I don't get angry. I'm just stupid, silly drunk, right? So she's like, all right. So I'm there. Orders start pouring in. When I'm talking orders, I mean, we're not getting one ticket at a time. I'm talking, we're getting 15, 20 orders at a time, right? and I'm running the whole thing. I got 2 grills and I've got a flat top where I can do 4 pans of eggs at a time. I'm doing everything. So I'm sitting there and I'm just having a ball, Chief. I wish I would have videoed this. I got pancakes on the grill, and when they're ready, I'm flipping them up. They're coming down, and when I'm putting them on plates, I'm flipping them with a spatula and flying them onto plates, right? So everybody at the bar is like just watching me, like, what is wrong with him, right? I'm taking eggs and pans and I'm flipping them and switching the pans and flipping them, switching them over. I'm doing all this stuff. My mom is looking at me. After about an hour of this, she's like, "Go home." I'm like, "No, I'm having fun." She's like, "Go home." Dude, people are like, "What is going on with this guy?" I'm flipping everything everywhere, making food. But amazingly, I didn't make any mistakes, and everything I put out was correct. But
Wow.
my mom's like, "You got to go home. This is enough." So yeah. So I used to have fun in the restaurant cooking.
Yeah, you were going to crash and burn eventually.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Mm.
When I got home, it was like I was done.
Yeah.
Yep. But it was pretty funny.
That's
Yep.
awesome. And what's the best bread or something to make French toast out of? Because, man, I got some ideas.
So French toast, to me, the ones that cook probably the best are Texas toast. If you want it thick,
Okay.
the Texas toast. But a lot of people mix up. A lot of people don't know how to make French toast batter.
Right.
That's a big problem. You got to know how to make it. But the other thing too is a lot of people when they dip the bread in the batter, they're like boop, boop, really quick. No, put it in there, let it soak, flip it, let it
Sucks it
soak,
up.
and then soak it up and put it on. But you can't be afraid to let it cook, and you don't want to cook it fast. You got to let it cook so it cooks all the way through.
Nice
But yeah,
crisp on the outside.
right,
Yeah.
right, yep,
Right.
man. If we
And
all
then you
lived
put peanut
together,
butter between it.
oh, peanut butter on French toast is the bomb,
Peanut,
That's
man.
me.
Peanut butter, yep,
peanut butter and
gotta have it.
jelly.
Right,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right. But
So
man, if we all lived in an apartment together, where we'd probably be 400 or 500 pounds
Yeah.
apiece. There's no doubt, man. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it would be bad. Chief would be like,
Oh.
"Y'all need to go to the gym. You guys are coming with me." Oh man.
Oh,
Yep.
jeez.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
gotta say this. Thanks to Chief because he's no, I'm not no lie. You've been an inspiration on your working out stuff. So like I said earlier, for the last 3 weeks, I got a routine where I do. I haven't been able to work out because but I do protein shakes in the morning, uh, 30 minutes before I eat anything, and
Right.
I'm replacing one meal with with another shake, and then at night, 30 minutes before I go to bed, I do a tea with chia seed, the chia
Oh,
seed tea, some other stuff in there,
Mhm.
and it's been working, man. So my goal is, I know it's a big goal, but my goal is for the BBB, I want to drop 50.
nice.
There you go. You can
So
get there, man. You'll get there.
I like to
I
make
do. I want to drop 50.
overnight oats, and I'll take that little scooper of chia seeds,
Yeah.
and I'll throw an entire scoop of those chia seeds in the overnight oats.
Right.
Yeah. Tear them up.
Oh man,
Mhm.
I haven't tried that yet, but that sounds. I mean, I got some recipes, like 4 or 5 recipes for stuff, and I'm like, man, it's just, and it makes you feel better too.
Well, you
You
can make
know.
them
So
overnight oats. You can make, half a dozen of them up tonight
Right.
and eat them over the next few days.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you see, I don't like. I mean, it's like, so my wife will buy donuts for my kids, and they could be right there, and they don't bother me. I don't
Right.
drink pop. I don't eat sugar or salt. You know, so I eat water. I mean, I drink water most of the time. Water, and I put on my water cucumber and lemon on my water,
Hmm. Yep.
and
Just
yeah, I
start,
usually drink that.
start doing something, move the body. It
Yeah,
doesn't have
Right.
to go crazy. Just move that body.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So
machine, man. It's a machine.
yep,
I'll tell you what,
and that's what
Chief.
I'm trying. I think.
Last week I started back in the gym.
Oh, I love this conversation. Let's go, baby.
Oh man, like I went really light too, but man,
Sure.
like first night was okay. I did chest and tries. Didn't feel nothing the next day. I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm
Really?
good. Yeah, it's like good. I'm good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up the second day and I'm like, "Oh, wow. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." But I didn't bitch out. I went to the gym the following night, did, what did I do? I did back, uh, I did no, I did bis and tris, and the next day I did, can't remember what I did. But any which way, I worked out 3 times last week because I'm building into it. I'm doing
Yeah.
splits, you know? But man, that I was like 2 days after that first workout, I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Yeah, here's the soreness." I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know
Yeah, it
what's
was
funny? We talked about this before. I can't remember if it was this show or Tres Amigos,
right.
but the the most benefit and the most bang for the buck I get is lightweight, tons and tons of reps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Mm,
the hardest part about for me, the mindset now in the gym is the hardest part for me. So, because the problem is when I was lifting before, like I was lifting lots of weight, going
yeah.
heavy. I'm trying to do so now I've got to be in that mindset where like I'm just trying to move. I'm just
Mhm.
trying to move. I'm going to tone up. So I'll look over and it's kind of funny because when I'm doing chest, I'm like not doing any weight. I'm like,
It's okay.
it's okay. I don't need to be doing big weight.
Yep.
I just need to be doing the motions,
Yep.
getting the body used to it, and just doing that. But that's the hardest thing to do is when you're
Yep.
used to doing a lot, and then being like, okay,
I know.
know,
I know exactly what you're saying. Because
yep,
I like to do heavy, and
right,
I know what my norm is. And
right,
when I go and do like the 15 pounds,
right,
and I'll get 500 reps out over
right,
I'll try to do 75 or 100 and then switch, do like triceps, do the same thing, but I'll try to get to 500 with that
right,
really, really small weight.
right,
And you look like a bit of a sissy
right,
at like 90,
Okay.
95, but you
right,
know what? I don't care because
exactly,
I'm getting a pump like nobody's business.
right,
No, BCAs, no, I take protein, uh, oats, um,
right,
lots of peanut butter, lots of tuna fish.
Yep.
right,
Just, yeah. I
right.
tried oh, the monohydrate. What's that
Yeah,
one?
creatine.
Creatine.
Yeah,
I didn't really see too much gain with it. I
right,
mean, you get a pretty decent pump, but it just goes
right.
away.
See what
So
sucks about my situation is having the 5 bypass and having the
Yeah.
heart, right?
right,
Like there's a lot of supplements. Like I can't do
Right.
pre-workouts.
Right.
Can't do
No,
pre-workouts.
we're too old, bro.
I'm waiting for
right,
my doctor's gonna get back to me and she's gonna talk to me about so Creapure creatine
Yep.
monohydrate, which is different. So I'm gonna talk to her about, am I able to take because my thing is I'm not trying to get big.
Right.
I just want to feel better.
Yeah.
So
right,
I had a doctor's appointment last week and I was talking to the doctor. He's like, listen, I need to draw your blood. And I'm like, okay, draw my blood, and he goes, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're low testosterone. So he goes, if you're low, he goes, we're probably going to get you on testosterone injection. He goes, I'm like, well, he goes, no, he goes, it's going to be very, very minute, just so you have an overall better feeling.
Right. Right. Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, because he's like, yeah, he goes, I think, with everything you've been through, your body shocked and all that, he goes, I
Hmm.
think this is going on. So he goes, it'll just make you feel better. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to get big, put on size, like, or trying to stress my heart out. He's like, no, no, no. We're going to just a little bit to make you feel better. So,
Yeah. Well,
but
exercise in general will make you feel better.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
But,
Mentally and everything. Yeah.
right. But I have like when you're low T, the problem
Yeah. You
is,
don't want to do it.
well,
right.
the
You feel
recovery,
tired.
the recovery times and all that. So he's like, no, we, probably, do this. Cause I do take a lot of protein now. I've been taking a lot of protein for a while because being diabetic, which I think we talked about, Bishop. I don't know if you're on
Right.
Monjero or not, but I'm on
Yep.
Monjero.
That's
And the
what I
problem
am.
with Monjero is you lose body weight, it'll lose fat, but you also lose muscle with it too. So
Right.
you have to up your protein a lot. So I've been upping my protein for a while now because I don't want to lose all the muscle that I have.
Right.
So it's like a balancing act. It's new to me, because before it used to be easy. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna suck down 160 grams of protein a day. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take that, and away I go. Now it's like I can't do this, can't do that. Gotta watch my intake of this and intake of
Right.
that. So a lot different, you know. Yep.
So let me ask you something, Chief. When you go work out, do you do cardio or just weights?
I'm not going to lie to you. I really, 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 knowing full well I should be in there at least a half an hour on some kind of machine to get the heart rate up. And damn it, if I'm maybe once a month, and I know I'm so bad about it, but yeah, I'm just in there to hit iron. And
Right.
yeah,
The only reason I ask that is because um, I, I went to this. So my goal is hopefully within the next week, I'll go join this gym. And but I already went and did my not consultation, but I went around and looked at it, just priced it, and the first day you talk to a trainer. Yes, they're trying to sell you a trainer, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't recommend cardio. I recommend more to do the machines and then just working your body like that. Starts little, and then he goes, the cardio will hurt you more than the weight machines." So I was like,
Hmm.
interesting, because I always thought it was a cardio.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because
oh
I knew as soon as I was done with my heart surgery, I had to go to cardiac rehab,
yeah,
and
Right,
it was all
yeah,
so I used to do 45 minutes between three different things. I was doing the treadmill, I was doing the sit
right,
down recumbent, and I had one a bike I was doing, but they're like, you're doing 45 minutes of cardio
right.
because you got to get that heart strong. But here's the other thing, you talk about getting your heart rate up, right? So I don't know how medications work, right? I just know I have to take these, right? So I start going to the gym, I'm doing the cardio, and I've got my Apple Watch, and I'm watching my heart rate, and I'm like, my heart rate's not going over 104, right? I can't get it to go over 104. I mean, I'm sitting there, like, come on, let's go.
Right,
So I go to my cardiologist, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if something's weird, man. He's like, what? I'm like, I go to the gym and I'm doing cardio, and I'm like, I can't get over 104. He goes, oh yeah, the one heart medication that you're on, it won't let your heart get high. It keeps it low. And I'm like, guess I should have
right,
asked, right? Because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm
right.
like going, and I'm like, it's not going, and I'm like, I can't get into the fat burning zone and all this. I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, yeah, it won't let you go that high. So about
It's a
2 weeks,
governor.
right? So
yeah,
about, I don't know, it was about a month later, I went in to see him again. He's like, everything looks good. I'm going to take you off that heart medication. He goes, so now you can get your heart up. I'm like, you sure? He goes, no, everything's good. So he goes, you've been on it for a year. You're good. So we're taking you off it. Everything's good. But it puzzled me, man, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't understand. And the crazy thing is when you're on that stuff, you don't sweat either.
Oh wow,
So I'm like, come on, and I'm like, what is
yeah,
wrong with me? Nothing's happening. So yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, brother Ken?
Big Ken Kepke. Heck yeah. What's going on, brother?
Oh
He's the one that I gave a whole bunch of beer product to. I'm like, take
yeah.
this, take this, take this. He's like, okay. Right,
Oh
right.
man. Well, gentlemen,
Yeah.
you guys about ready to wrap up because we went off beard topic completely.
We're back on the rails now, though. Any last comments, Bishop? Anything you want to go over? Anything?
well, first I want to tell my wife happy birthday. You know,
Happy
Hey,
birthday!
and I think, man, I'm excited to try Hem Whisper, the collection, uh, True North, all the stuff, guys. Man, I've been sick, really, really sick lately. Everything's backed up. I can't even smell nothing. So just, I mean, I appreciate you guys putting up with me. Muting and see me coughing. you know, the cough drops. I got like 20 cough drops. I got like 4 left. You know, um, this is an amazing group. Amazing brothers. I get to do this show with, I mean, I love it. This
Right.
community is awesome, and I mean, I can't. Everything is great. Everything is great. So, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
Heck yeah. Yep. Well, hopefully, any last words for you, Chief?
I appreciate everybody sticking around and hanging out with us while we're off the rails. Yeah, lots of good companies in here, lots of good people, lots of good supporters, and it wouldn't be a show without you guys, like I always say. Appreciate my brothers, and we just. Oh wow, yes,
Awesome
absolutely,
job, man. Awesome
nice,
job.
nice.
And yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep.
Yep.
So, thank both of you, and thank everybody that's in the chats for supporting us.
I got to tell you,
Yep.
thank you everybody for always coming out and supporting us. If you're going out tonight to drink, please be safe. Have a designated driver, call an Uber, whatever you got to
Yep. Be
do. Do
careful.
not drink and drive. Be careful. I used to hate working this day in the bars because it is amateur day, amateur night. People
Yeah.
have been drinking all day, but if you go out, please be safe because we want to see you here next Monday Night Mayhem.
Yes,
So
we do.
yeah, if you guys want us to talk about anything next week, we do have Elegant Sasquatch coming on next week. He's got a sale coming on, but anything you want us to talk about on here, please let us know. And we will talk about it on the next show. But other than that, I appreciate you, brothers, as always. Always a great time. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with us, putting up with us, and letting us go off the rails. We enjoy everybody, and we love the comments. And like I said, be safe. So without further ado, Chief, close us out.
Chief out. Bye bye.